Nick. Damn, new year, new us, huh? New year, new us. Wow.
I've been working on that for a week.
Wow. I am impressed. I'm
I've been working on that for a week.
Wow, new year, new us.
It made like I was watching it. It made me so happy because for the longest I always wanted an introduction video.
Hey man, that was great. Look at you.
So look, I said 2025. Look, keywords is discipline.
Mm-hmm.
Keywords is motivation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get to the next level this year, man. 2024 was such a big year for us with the channel. I'm just trying to do what I can to. I just realized see that's a Texas neon light.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't know it was. It's kind of like our season, just hanging in the balance.
Just hanging in the balance.
But yes, 2025. I'm trying to. I want to make some big things happen, bro. So next, I'm working on a closing video, which I'm almost done with that one. So we'll have a way to come in, and then when we leave, we're just not doing this.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, we have a closing video.
Yeah.
So what you think though?
I like it. I like it, bro. It's definitely something that we needed. We having an opening video, having a closing video to be dope. So yeah, look at you, bro.
Facts.
The boy that turned into this boy a video editor. This nigga's a ESPN NFL analyst.
DJ, hookah man.
No, this for everything.
I tried
to. HR manager of the year.
HR doing it big at work. But what's up, man? Welcome to the Don't Cancel Me channel. Thank y'all for spending y'all Tuesday evening with us. I'm sorry, my words are a little all over, but I'm still excited over the introduction video. I think we should play it again.
You want to play it again?
I just want to play it one more time. I just want to play it one more time. Let's see. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay. I always laugh. I had to get out of time. I went to get the clip. I was crying laughing. I was talking about the no teeth.
A smooth ass instrumental in the background.
Yeah. So, hold on, man. Awesome.
Yeah, man.
Welcome to the Don't Cancel Me podcast. This is episode 105, man. It's your boy Peachy Perfect.
I'm Vino Flight.
And we thank y'all for coming and spending a little time with us, man. Y'all know this is a safe space for you to get whatever it is off your chest, as we have a lot of interesting topics. We have not been here. I have not seen Flight since last year. I think our last show was like a week before Christmas. So a lot of stuff has happened. A lot of stuff has went down. But first, as always, we have to check in. For those who are just joining, yes, I have the introduction video. Thank you, Case. Thank you, everybody that likes it. That's just something I'd like to do for our channel, man. I'm so excited that everybody really enjoyed it. It makes me happy to know people really enjoyed that. You know, when you do stuff, you still, I don't know how you are, but I'm kind of critical of like the work I do sometimes. So it's like, man, I'm like, it's kind of like cooking too, where it's like, I mean, I don't know what people are going to think. I think I did a good job with it, but I don't know what people are going to think. I want people to be honest with me. So if there's something that you feel like that video can be better, text me. Y'all know, if y'all had me, text me, message me, whatever, to let me know how that video could be better. But I'm glad people are enjoying it. But Flight, how was your holidays, man? Your Christmas and New Year's?
It's long, bro. It was good though. It was good.
You did a lot of traveling, right?
Yeah, we spent Christmas in Arizona, in Sedona, Arizona. For people that don't know about Sedona, it's probably one of the most beautiful places in the world. I mean, it's something about it. It's like there's a bunch of like mountains and hikes and stuff that have like vortexes and have energy, and it's like spiritual stuff. Like you get a different type of energy when you're out there, bro. So when we was out there, it was amazing. The only thing I didn't like about it was the fact that we had to drive. we drove there. It's 19 hours. 10 of those hours, maybe 11, was in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I know about that.
that was terrible, man. But all in all, a great time, man. I actually did something I never thought I would do. We went to a wolf sanctuary.
A who?
A wolf sanctuary.
I,
Yes, wolf sanctuary, bro. And these are all wolves that have been like rescued, stuff like that. And apparently there's like a whole wolf network. Like it's like multiple sanctuaries throughout the world that's doing the same thing, saving wolves. They got certain it's leaving me the word I'm looking for, but it's different type of wolves that like are, for lack of better terms, about to be extinct. That
Okay.
they got something that they've saved and everything. I mean, at first I was nervous because it's like a wolf. Like, come on, bro, like a wolf. But then the guy, him and his wife that are running that same one, he actually was in my position, was scared and everything. And the person that owned it beforehand, she walked him through, told him the history and everything, which it was on actual old Indian reservation, like land, sacred land. It was surrounded by water, and he was just giving us the backstory behind it, man. Behind like the history, the Native American history, and then how wolves recognize energy, and they're scared of humans more than we scared of them. Endangered, thank you, but that's the word I was looking for. But yeah, like it was a hell of an experience. This one wolf at the end was just gravitated towards me, was acting like Brian, basically. If I haven't seen Brian in a week and Brian approached me, he'd be excited to see me. That's how the wolf was when that particular wolf saw me. It was an amazing experience.
It sounded like going to an orphan and one little kid ready to go home with you, so he just latch on to you.
Basically, or going to a dog shelter.
Take me with you, Mr. Vino.
Go to a dog shelter and you see that one dog just gravitate to you. Like, that's how we got Brian. So yeah, man, it was dope, bro. That was definitely the dopest part of the trip for sure.
Nah, that sounds like dope. It had me thinking when I was just saying that. I don't know if I can adopt kids because I don't know how you pick them.
Okay.
Did I say something wrong?
Nah, man. It's just I had no idea. I should have known that you was gonna go somewhere.
How do you pick the kid that you want?
I mean, some people are attached to this.
I feel like you have to be a little discriminatory or a little like I'm like for me, I'm not getting the one that got them silver caps in their mouth.
Because you already know they bad.
I already know they bad. I'm not adopting no silver cap kid. I'm not asking for that kind of life.
I feel you. I mean, I think when people adopt, they I mean, I'm pretty sure that I don't even know most of the time. Because I have no idea how that works. I'm sure that, they get the background of each kid that's up for adoption. They get the backstory and, their upbringing and this, that, and the third. And the parents are attracted to whatever they hear. They feel like they want to take them home and give them a better life. Essentially, they got a scouting report and they want to read and figure out how they're going to be able to attack this team.
Steph, somebody else gonna have to help. That's the one that's gonna need the most help. I could imagine like going to adopt like a little girl and all she do is stare at you the whole time.
Yeah, man. I can't even imagine the adoption process, man. That's gotta be.
I always wondered that like kids being adopted. But anyways, I can go left. I said 2025. Yeah, I said 2025.
You went.
I'm gonna stay on track.
You talked about wolves and you brought up adoption and not picking silver cap kids.
Before I went to my holiday, I want to say this really quick because I don't want to spend too much time here. Kate said, "Yeah, you don't pick." Let me put it on the screen. She said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I thought I put it on the screen."
You don't pick them out.
She said, "Yeah, you don't pick them out like you gonna pick out a dog."
Nah, yeah, I'm
Me
pretty
and
sure that's
Chaz
not
went to
how
the
it goes.
adoption agency to find a dog. Hey, we were trying to figure out which one bonded with us. I don't know. They all didn't like us. Man, I think your energy off.
Oh my god.
Oh,
bro.
I'm sorry. Yes, 2025. I'm staying on track. But what I was going to say is, back to what you were saying. The wolf.
Yeah.
The wolf is my favorite animal. So I
Really?
love the wolf because the wolf to me. That's why I have it tattooed.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I got the whole wolf sleeve.
Mm-hmm.
On me. But I the wolf is my favorite animal because it is so dangerous by itself, but it's even scarier when it's with its pack.
Very much so. If I'm not
They're
mistaken,
so pack minded.
and if I'm not mistaken, the female wolves are the ones that run shit.
Well, just like the lions, shoot, they do all the hunting.
They run shit. I mean, like the Kate, help me out.
The male lions don't do nothing, but they named the king of the jungle.
Yeah.
Kate said her favorite animal, so that's dope.
Yeah, bro, she was damn near about to cry when we got to that wolf sanctuary, bro.
Oh, she's about to get on her CJ Stroud.
Oh, she's about to get on a CJ Stroud, bro. But instead, she actually had energy. CJ Stroud had none.
Well, you know what? So I'll go into, and when Kate, you can jump back in. But for my holiday, we spent Christmas. Oh, hold on, shit. Yes, they can literally thrive alone, but choose to be in a pack to be stronger.
Alpha, yes.
The alpha wolf.
Yes.
Right. Could thrive by themselves, but love to be with your pack.
Mm-hmm.
That's me and the wolf. We're here.
Mm-hmm.
I have an incredible pack. You know what I'm saying? I'm in part of somebody else's pack. So
right.
It's awesome. But yes, Christmas Day, real quick. I'll go through it real quick. Christmas Day, Christmas was dope. A lot of people that was excited. My brother too. That's my partner Key. My partner Key. That's my partner that wear booty shorts. So Christmas Day.
That's such a wild, like it's like a wild statement.
It is my partner that wear booty shorts.
My partner that wear booty shorts. That's the first. I've never heard.
I love you, Key. No, but yeah, Christmas Day, man, was a lot of fun. We had, for us, the rule was, it was we didn't really say it out loud, but the unwritten rule was don't spend a lot of money. We got the wedding coming up, but I kind of went. I went a little bit outside. I wanted to get Chaz something nice, so I got her a charm bracelet. Chaz got me this dope cup. So now that I'm gonna start drinking out of here, she got me another one too that has the Texans, and got me some. Hold on, I've been on my Croc game lately. Got me some Harry Potter Crocs. These mugs fly to the mugs. I love me some Crocs now. So
if you like it, I love it, man.
But for me, Christmas was so much fun because for me, all I just wanted to go to the game. To go to the game, tailgate. No. We had a blast.
You wanted to go to the Beyonce concert?
Well, that wasn't the plan. That's what it turned into being. But we tailgated. Raven was there. Shout out to Raven. Of course, Chaz and Mike and his lady and
y'all was turned. I was following. Man, I was turned.
I was DJing and man, that was just such an awesome Christmas until we got in the game. And then we only put up 2 points. But I will say though, the Beyonce concert was magnificent. I've been to a lot of games. I missed 3 games in 4 years, and that was the best thing I've ever seen. But I really enjoyed Christmas. That's all I wanted was to spend time with my friends and family outside. Got to see some old classmates. Because I was out there DJing, so they was walking up. So I got to see some of my good friends I have not seen in years. So a shout out to them for showing up. They didn't come because I was there. They were walking and just see, because we were like, when we tailgated, it's right off the street.
Right.
So they were just walking like up, like just around, and they was able to see. They saw me doing my thing, came up, holla. I invited, hey, y'all come get some food, da da da. But they ended up end up going to the game. But it was just so good to see my old classmates, man. But yeah, we had a good time though. Had a good time. Then New Year's, I had like a little stomach bug, so I was out of it. New Year's Day, but hey, But I was cooking. I was cooking up ideas for Don't Cancel Me is what I was doing.
Yeah, I can tell.
I
It
was cooking.
shows.
I was cooking up.
It shows.
Did you miss me? See, Raven said Christmas was too lit. Keith said he wild, bro. Don't listen. Steph says fine. I was making
my partner that wear booty short stuff.
Shout out to C-Sam in the chat. Shout out to you, C-Sam. Man, we got 47 people in the chat, man. Shout out to everybody that's watching. Whether you're watching across TikTok, not TikTok, whether you're watching across YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. Yeah, we're so thankful that you're here, man. Just join the conversation, get in there. We had to catch up. I've talked to Flight, but we ain't talk until like we could talk about the Texans game for an hour. That's not what we're here today for. Yeah. Because they won Sunday, we in the playoffs, and we about to we punched our ticket to the dance. The Chargers, people say, what time y'all play the Chargers? I say the Chargers, we don't play the Chargers, they play us.
They play us.
Yeah, so I'll be at the game.
Man, it's been rocky, but people got to misconstrue. They play us. They come to us. They play us.
I'll be tailgating. I'll go live on the Don't Cancel Me channel. I think I'm gonna try to go live on YouTube this week. I'm gonna try to go live on our YouTube page from the phone, and I'm gonna go live at the tailgate this week. With the
glasses?
No, I'll probably just do my phone because the glasses they die so quick.
They do. It's one of those like you got about a good 10 minutes.
Yeah, and I'm not tailgating. I'm gonna walk around.
Got you. Yeah,
we celebrate my birthday Saturday night, so I'm not trying to do too much.
Yeah.
So yes, I do have birthday Monday. So shout out to me, I guess.
Shout out to his mama and daddy too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Shout out to them.
He said, shout out to me, I guess.
But yeah, I love my little cup, bro.
That's a dope cup, though.
They say Peachy Perfect podcast on it, so.
That's dope. That's fire.
Shout was good. Some people are just really good at giving gifts. Chaz is like that. My boss is like that. Like they're just. I'm good. I'm going to the game, Raven. I'm in the game. Don't ask me no crazy questions like that again.
Oh, goodness.
But speaking of football, well, really quick before we go to football, I just want to make something known.
Okay.
In the beginning of the year,
yes.
As we are approaching this Saturday, the Texans and the Chargers start the 2025 NFL playoffs. The Texans play the Chargers Saturday at 3:30. I just want one thing to be known.
Yes.
That I got the division winners right of 7 out of the 8 divisions.
Yes, you did. Yes.
The only one I got wrong, and I'm just so embarrassed, is the Jets.
Yes.
But so I take a lot of pride in that was the one thing that I was right about in those in my early season NFL predictions video. The one thing I was extremely wrong about was the Steelers and how good they would be. Now they picked they picked the month of December to start playing like I thought they would all year. But nonetheless, I was wrong on the Steelers. And then but I was right on 7 out of 8 divisions. So, and I was able to clear 4 parlays this season. One was a 11 leg. So
right.
I feel pretty good.
Raven. Okay, Raven. All right.
Don't let them handle you like that, Raven.
The last one.
Hopefully they don't get beat.
All right.
Hopefully they don't get beat too bad. Well.
I'm gonna just go ahead and say this, man. First off, yes. ESPN, Fox Sports News, whoever, any internet show, whatever the case may be. I mean, correctly. I mean, and even for that, like, yeah, you got the Jets wrong, but the team that won, you had second.
Right.
So, I mean, like, and then honestly, on top of that, I think you damn near NFC North was wrong.
Yeah.
Which I'm about to say, like, accurately.
The entire divisions, I was wrong.
Yeah. But I'm looking at it like for the most part, yeah, you were wrong. But you got the winners correct. 7 out of 8.
Right, which is when you go to Vegas, that's what you bet. You bet who's gonna win the division.
You bet on the division. You don't bet on the whole thing.
I'm proud of Baker. I'm proud of the ones I was so worried about was Baker.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many games I had John winning against C-Sam. I had John winning the division, but I don't know how many games I had John winning.
Yeah, because we didn't do. I don't think
I might have said the record. I might have said it during.
He may. Yeah.
And so all my playoff teams are right except for the Commanders and the Chargers. Them the only 2 playoff teams that I had wrong.
Yeah,
because
because you
they
have.
had coincidentally the two rookie quarterbacks.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm just proud of that, man. But yes, we'll be excited. I know. Maybe at the end of the video we have time. I'll do Petrie's picks for who I think will win Wild Card Weekend. But my Super Bowl pick was the Texans versus Lions. It can happen, I guess, theoretically. So we'll see. One game at a time is where I'm at right now.
Yeah, because you got Lions, Eagles, Ravens, Texans, Lions, Texans,
Yes.
and then C.J. Stroud was the MVP.
Oh, okay. So that's why I said. He said, okay. Where did I have the Eagles finishing at in the conference?
Yeah, you had them finishing 3.
So they finished second.
Yeah.
So I was so I had Lions at 1. I
Mhm.
think I had Lions with number 1 seed, right?
Yep.
That's another thing I got right.
Mhm.
So yeah, all right, cool. I'm excited. Chad said let Rail tell it they're going to the Super Bowl.
I seen that too. Was a whole thing.
You know what? It's all right though, because let me tell you something. Your loyalty is tested in times of adversity.
Come on now.
And we faced a little adversity, but I did not give up on my boys because it takes one rolled ankle, and we're on our way to Super Bowl. All right. Speaking of sports, man, we're gonna go ahead and roll it to. I wanted to just kind of just touch on that because it was the end of the season. What an awesome NFL season that has been. I just hate when this time of the year is around us because it's just it's just an eye opener that the season will be ending soon. So, but with that being said, we're gonna talk about what I know a lot of people are here talking about. Lately, this broke, I think Sunday or Sunday night. I think Sunday during the day it broke, and this was a lawsuit against Skip Bayless and a Fox Sport executive that was alleging sexual workplace harassment. So her name, I think the young lady's name was Faraji. She has a last name, yeah, but we're just gonna call her Faraji from here. For those who don't know, that's like Taraji, but with an F. Faraji is who filed the lawsuit, which the lawsuit was made to go against Skip Bayless and the Fox executive. In the midst of her suing them, she also had to get into the dirty business of Joy Taylor, who was a friend of hers at the time. Allegedly Joy Taylor was sleeping with a particular Fox executive, and she was sleeping with Emmanuel Acho, who is the host of The Facility now. Is the name of his show now. The Facility that he does with LaShawn McCoy, Chase Daniels, not Greg Jennings, but James Jones. So he does that show. It's a show that they made up to where it's only former players. They didn't want nobody who didn't play the game to be on that show, which is kind of crazy. But yes, Emmanuel Acho, but he used to be on Speak for Yourself it was him and Marcellus Wiley and no, it was him and Marcellus Wiley. Then Marcellus left, and then Joy took over.
Mm-hmm.
And then Joy got her own show, which was Speak. And while Acho took the spot of Undisputed.
Yeah.
So just kind of give you a little background on how all this works. So Emmanuel Acho and Joy Taylor worked together on Speak for Yourself. Okay. So in the lawsuit, it came out that let's break this. We gotta talk about this several different ways. That's the general picture of what's going on.
Right.
So now we have to talk about it's impossible to talk about this in totality. We have to break this up. So we'll go with the executive first. And that in the lawsuit, she stated that the executive walked up to her, grabbed the buttocks, made it very uncomfortable. Also, the same executive was sleeping with Joy Taylor, and that's how she allegedly was able to go up and get to the spots that she was because she had no experience, and then was able to, of course, get on the show with Skip and Shannon, which is where Joy first started. For those who don't know, I forgot to mention that Joy started on Skip and Shannon's show as the moderator. Is a moderator or mediator? Moderator. She's the moderator.
Moderator.
Yeah, it's the moderator. So she was the moderator on that show, and that's how she took off from there. Then the Skip Bayless aspect of it is that she used to cut Skip's hair once a week. And Skip Bayless, who we all know, put your glasses back on. That Skip Bayless who got into it with Shannon Sharp and who also, now is no longer with Fox. Skip Bayless allegedly offered her 1.5 million to have sex with her. I'm glad we have a lot of ladies here, so we'll come back to that.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have her talking about the Emmanuel Acho and Joy Taylor, how they were slipping together, and that's how she was able to get on the show with
Right.
Emmanuel Acho.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he of course I don't know if it's correlation, like if because she was sleeping with him, she got him on the show, or that she just happened to get a promotion while she was sleeping with him, the star, I mean the host of the show that she was going to.
Mm-hmm.
So either way, no matter what the truth is, it's a bad perception.
Right.
And then what's the other aspect? Skip, the director, and that's it. And then of course her relationship with Joy. Oh, and then the whole thing allegedly that Joy basically said that she was only sleeping with the executive. I can't think of his name right now. Dixon, Mr. Dixon, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
She was only sleeping with Mr. Dixon until she no longer needs him. And then when she no longer needs him, she was going to tell them that he pushed up on her.
That's crazy. That part is crazy.
My headset died.
Uh-oh.
So with that being said, now it's just coming through the computer now.
Oh, okay.
Chat, let me know if it's echoing, y'all. If it's not echoing, I might just keep it down. But I don't want y'all to hear it twice.
I don't really hear any echo. So.
Oh no, I'm back. I'm sorry. So Flight, I just wanted to kind of break it down to all the viewers out there. Yeah. Now, I want you to tell me what you think about all of this. If I missed something, please
go ahead. No, because I'm going through the stuff that I had saved, trying to figure out if there was like any like key points that we may have missed, but I mean for the most part, I mean it's crazy. The Skip Bayless thing, I'm honestly not surprised at. You're not
surprised at that?
I'm not. Like, it's okay. I'll put it like this: if you was to tell me, like before this came out, if you was to tell me that, you know what, Skip Bayless is probably paying to try and getting some of these shorties.
Did you just call him like, Skip Bayless?
Bayless.
I just said Skip Bayless.
Skip Bayless is probably paying.
I just called him Skip Bayless. I was about to say, boy, I almost slapped you.
Nah, Skip Bayless is probably paying to get in some of these shorties. I'll be like, you know what? I can see that. It's not something that would catch me off guard. You know what I'm saying?
That right quick, since we're here really quick. Not disputed, but I think opposite. As I listen to this, I'm kind of torn. Because I want to believe her when it comes to the Joy Taylor stuff, but I don't believe Skip Bayless paid 1.5 million. And two things, as someone who watched Skip Bayless for so long,
I don't believe he did either. I'm not surprised if it's true.
That's I would be, because of one, what Skip Bayless comes off to see. Skip Bayless seems like he is who he is. Like he ain't one person in front of the cameras and one person that he appears that way. Mm-hmm. Like I told Chad, I don't know what these people do when they go home. He appears that way, but he always is like, he don't seem like a type of person that would spend money on that kind of stuff. Especially 1.5 million. We're gonna get to that number.
But also
I was a little shocked.
Also, you have an affinity for Skip. Like you like Skip, you rock with Skip, so you really don't want it to be true.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say that. I do like Skip, but if it was true, it wouldn't be the end of me like if it was Shannon. You know, like, yeah, I grew up watching Skip, but you know, me and Skip don't really see eye to eye. I just think he's good for television, but we don't really agree on nothing.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. Like I know as far as views on certain things, y'all don't agree, but you looked forward to seeing Skip. Like when Skip was gone, you was like, damn. You know, like it's not like you really cared about it, whatever the case may be. I'm not surprised by it. I hope it's not true, but I wouldn't be surprised by it. To see Sam's point, because that's where I was going next about that, is that, like, I understand he's dedicated to his craft, but I mean, the way he was talking about it, it's like, yeah, it's kind of fishy. It's kind of crazy. Like, his work comes before her, and I get like, yeah, this is what got me here. He's so dedicated, but the way he would go on and talk about it, it's just like, all right, bro, like, you don't have to keep doing it. It's a reason why, outside of you just being successful, it's a reason why something going on. That's just a flag, I would say.
I think Skip looks at himself like an athlete. And
That's fine.
I'm only addressing I'm kind of addressing the things as you go.
Yeah.
I think he looks at himself as an athlete. So what do you mean by that, Rail? I think Skip looks at himself and sees the dedication that athletes have to their craft. Because Shannon Sharp said you might have to lose some relationships. Your kids, you're gonna miss events. Like football or basketball, in a sense, is the only, or whatever sport, is the only focus. Yes, my family is there, but yes, your family comes second to this to with the sport that you play. And I'm not saying that that's right or wrong, but I'm saying a lot of athletes have that view set.
Yeah.
Let me not say a lie. I'm gonna say let me not say a lie. The great ones have that view set because Tom Brady couldn't let it go. And his wife, it was like, you've been doing this for, like, he couldn't let it go because football is everything, because you have a short window.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure even Kobe Bryant missed. That's why he was so happy when he retired, because now I can go see my daughters play. I can coach them. I can spend time with my family, because when he's playing basketball, that's the only thing that's important. And I think Skip has that same mindset in the craft that he does, which is the reason why he says what he says about Ernestine. That's why I brought that up.
I mean, yeah, I get it.
The guy gets up at 2 o'clock in the morning to go running.
I get it. I get it. Still not surprised. Like, I get it. I'm still not surprised. The one that I'm surprised about the most is Joy Taylor. Just because
I'm not surprised about that one.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm surprised about Joy just because of like how she gives off the vibe at like her like podcast and the stuff with the stuff she got with Taylor Rooks. She comes off as like, like I worked for this, like I earned this, like this, that, and the third. It's like now hearing this is like, damn, it's not a good look at all. For you to say that you worked for this, earned this, that, and the third, and it comes out that you was busting it open to get to the top, and then you gonna say, he pushed up on me. That's it'd be different. Like, if it's true, come out and say, like, yeah, I did it. Like, just, yeah, I did it. But don't, like, the fact that you apparently said that you was going to say, he touched me inappropriately and I didn't like it, after you was doing the consensual for all of that time. Like, that's crazy. You said it after you no longer need him. That's wild.
Allegedly,
of course.
I'm just gonna keep saying that word
because all of this is alleged. This is all alleged. We don't know the facts. So,
well,
she worked in and out the studio.
Kate, you're a fool. Well, what I will say, man. What I will say, when you were talking about Joy Taylor, and for those who don't, I'm on that Grand Cormino.
Oh, that's that Kevin Hart joint?
I'm on that Funny Man tonight.
That's tough. How is it?
It's pretty good. I'm not. Let me tell you something about Joy Taylor, man. People be like you said, you're surprised that she did that. She's a hypocrite. I'm not surprised, man, because this is not a woman bashing session or anything like that. But what I've learned in my time of being single, women be lying. What do you mean by that, Rail? Joy Taylor is the type of person that be like, oh no, I don't do nothing on the first night until you go out with her and she likes you, and this the first night you're doing. It's like, oh, I thought you didn't do this. Like, she's that kind of person, to get on somewhere and make herself seem a certain way, allegedly. Make herself seem like a certain way.
Right.
Until the doors are closed behind her. She's like, I don't need no man do. Yeah, but then you call him and say, hey, what you doing? You want to come over?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're going to keep it on the down low.
Mm-hmm.
Joy strikes me as that type of person now, because now it makes me kind of look at things a little differently, allegedly, because I don't know, if this is a, I don't know, because like I said, I don't really believe, I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. I don't really believe that Skip offered 1.5 million. But
I don't 1.5 million is crazy.
That is an insane amount of number.
Crazy.
That is the same amount. That's an insane amount of number for vagina.
Insane.
1.5. That's an insane amount of number for a lot of different things. You can buy a watch And they be like, man, you pay $1, man, you stupid. You can buy a car. That's like, bro, that's insane. You pay for some coochie that you gonna probably be done in 45 seconds.
Come on, bro.
They don't make that part don't make sense. But the problem that I face is if I don't believe that, then why am I believing everything else?
But why are you believing it?
So that's the dilemma I'm faced with right now. But back to the matter of hands, I do think it can be. So I would listen to Marcellus Wiley talk about this, and Marcellus Wiley did the show at Acho.
Mm-hmm.
And I meant to get some clips. I apologize, chat, for not having the clips and stuff. But Marcellus Wiley, I listened to him talk about it. I listened to him talk about it. I listened to Stephen A. talk about it as well. And Marcellus Wiley said that he never heard about Joy and the executive. But he said it makes sense now. He said now that this came out, he was like, huh.
And you started seeing, like, thinking about all of the interactions
because
and everything.
Essentially, Joy replaced him.
That's right. That is correct.
Essentially, correct. Joy replaced him. So his mind, he's like, he wasn't like bad, but he was just like, now that that's come out, okay, it make me look at this situation a little differently. Now, when he also said about Acho, but he said, but Acho, he's been hearing that, and he said he has heard it as even as recent as last week.
About
her and Acho, excuse me, I'm sorry. He's been hearing about her and Acho for as recent last week.
Marcellus Wiley has.
Yes.
Got you.
You know, he's still plugged into that Fox, stuff. So
don't he got a show too, like somewhere else?
No, he does YouTube.
YouTube. Oh, that's what it is. That's
the Marcellus Wiley show. Yeah,
yeah.
I don't listen to it all the time, but if he has a topic or something I'm interested in, because I think what I like about Marcellus Wiley is he's brilliant. He's very smart, and I just love listening to an educated black man talking.
Yeah, same. I for some reason I don't know what it is. I just can't get with Fox. I don't know.
And that's what I was telling Chad. I said this means a lot to me because I watch Undisputed. Yeah. I watch Colin Cowherd. I watch First Things First. I see Speak every now and then. I've watched a little bit of The Facility, but that's where I go to from all my sports, especially First Thing First, which is like one of the best shows on television at the moment, especially with the ratings. But I enjoy all these shows. First Things First with Nick Wright and Chris Broussard. Chris Broussard was an NBA analyst.
Yeah.
But I mean, he does a really good job.
He's a great analyst. He was a phenomenal NBA analyst. I think so.
Right. And so it's crazy. And I don't want to get off track too much, but with Chris Broussard, I remember when I used to watch these shows back in 2016, 2017, he would come on only during basketball season. Mm-hmm. I always paid attention. Any Chris Broussard clip I saw, I'm watching it because I love his insight on LeBron and Jordan and da-da-da. And but so for him to have his own show, and I like Nick Wright too, even though he'd be a little absurd sometimes.
Bro, he be riding.
But that's just how you gotta
be. That's how you for sure.
Let's see what the chat. Let's go to the chat real quick before we continue. Let's see. Let me go up a little bit. All right. Let's see. Sam said Skip don't seem like he get it thrown at him often, so I could see it. Okay.
Yeah.
Mama said not for mine. I think she's talking about the amount, the 1.5. That C-Sam said that amount is a tough turn down. And let's see. And Chad said he could have meant 1.5 for the year to get her intrigued. More stipulations would have definitely followed if she said yes. So my question to my I was thinking about, and
that's a good point, Chaz.
I was thinking about this I was listen to Breakfast Club too, and it made me want to ask the chat, like, would you have had sex with Skip Bayless for $1.5 million? Like it's a lot of money.
That is 1.5 mil. That's people that don't touch a meal in their lifetime, man.
Right.
The average person is not touching $1 million in their lifetime. So
I just can't see Skip offering $1.5 million, dog.
Can you not see it, or you don't want to see it, or is it both?
I'm sorry, I didn't know I had more messages. I didn't scroll down. I can't see it. Skip. I like Skip, but Skip is not that important to me to where I don't want to believe it. If he did it, okay, well, I'll be fine. But
more power to you,
right? But I just can't. Just the years listen to Skip talk about different things. I just couldn't see him spend. I know he's cheap.
What? My fault. I just saw CSAM message.
I just saw Casey message.
Casey message.
Hawk tour. She said she's taking that 1.5.
My God.
I love it. I love it.
She's
taking that 1.5. Yeah, there's a video where Archo, like, so I just got off a rehearsal with Joy Taylor, like he's sniffing his fingers and stuff. Yes, I've seen that.
No, I haven't seen it. So
it's an old video, but it's just resurfacing. While you looking, I'm gonna keep going. 1.5 million is definitely not lump sum for one transaction. He said 1.5 million, we're gonna do us. You here every day, I'm here every day. That's why it's in the lawsuit, almost like she felt pressure in saying no. Okay. So you saying 1.5 wasn't a payment, it was a salary. Let's see, Derek. What else to say? You decline your boss $1.5 million, he gonna treat you different for sure. Not facts. Chad says I need a well-written contract first. And then here go Casey's Hawk to that is hilarious.
Hey Skipper is crazy.
Skip said he wanted to have his moment like Uncle Shannon. That's my Faraji. That's my Chad said, hey Skipper. So that's what the chat is saying right now. But I mean, 1.5 is tough, bro.
1.5 mil.
1.5 is tough. I wonder how Ernestine feels about all this right now. Like, it's one thing, I think, if you find out your man is cheating or whatever, the case can be. But to find out he's cheating because of a lawsuit? So this what you doing? So this what you doing when you done talking about your sports?
You offering 1.5 mil?
Yeah, that's what you do, huh?
I'm not.
When I asked you for $30 to go to McDonald's, you had turned me down and said we trying to buy a new house.
But you could just throw 1.5 million for some coochie, huh?
$1.5 million for some coochie.
It's crazy. That's diabolical, bro.
That mother better have Tylenol in it. 1.5 million. The coochie better have Tylenol in it.
It better knock me out.
I better be able to drain that mud like snake venom and use it when I'm sick. Get the counter. Get that counter. Give me that coochie juice. Give me 2 doses of that coochie juice.
Oh my God!
I paid for it. Give me some of that coochie juice. I need it.
That is crazy, man. You know what's? Has anybody seen a picture of the lady that's doing the lawsuit? I haven't seen the picture of her.
I think she's not white. She's Persian. But she looks white. But yes, there is. Yeah, her name is Faraji. Type it in. I'm sure she's trending right. Faraji. 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 Why are you looking for that? Yeah. I had just seen it in somebody else's video though. I hadn't actually looked. 1.5 is the equivalent of real offer 100. Shoot, I ain't gonna be getting none.
It's the equivalent of real offering 100.
you ain't hit me, did you?
Yeah, it looks like I ain't getting. It's tough out here, bro.
God dang, I got about 42. Look,
that's all
I got. That's all I got that'll help me.
Let's go ahead, throw this back.
Come get this bottle. Let's see. She should have been paid $1.50. 1.5 is crazy. That's a lot of money. Derek said, let me put Derek up. Let me put Chats up first. 1.5 is the equivalent of real offer $100. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was the diabolical part. That's what the Skip said when Faraji said, "Skip, stop! You have a wife." Allegedly, he responded and said, "Aren't you Muslim? Doesn't your dad have 3 to 4 wives?" And it was
that just don't sound like Skip Bayless, man.
Diabolical. Allegedly, He said,
right. That don't sound like Skip
"Yes."
Bayless, bro. Like the stuff that I've heard about Skip throughout the years, not even from himself, that just don't sound like something he would do. But you just never know people, too. Hey,
Oh,
Raven, it
I
ain't
didn't. I
tricking if
didn't
you
see
got
this
it.
part. Bayless accused Faraji of sleeping with Shannon Sharp.
Yeah, that was in the. I read the 42 page, so I got it's a lot of information, but it's a lot. Like we'll be here all day. We probably should have had. We should do a separate video, just nothing but this, because it's that deep. But yes, he thought Shannon was hitting it, so he was like, "Well, if he gets some, I want some too." Does that
Ain't no,
sound like Skip Bayless to you,
ain't
bro?
no fun unless we all get some.
Like,
I
come
mean,
on now, like.
he could have been. He could have been jealous of Shannon. I mean, once again allegedly, but he could have been jealous of Shannon.
Did you see what Shannon said? The somebody in the chat said something, and Shannon was like, "Oh, they ain't got nothing to do with me." He said, "They ain't got nothing to
Nothing to
do
do
with
with me." That's funny. That's hilarious. Shannon know how to leave some shit alone.
Yeah, I don't know. The skip part is hard. But back to Joy Taylor. Joy, this brings up a big conversation because now, on two fronts. So now people are looking at Molly. Because people are sick of Molly. She's sleeping with somebody.
You know that if anybody,
Molly's sleeping with somebody.
If anything was supposed to, I thought Molly would be the one because she the reason why her and Jalen Rose ain't together.
So it was her.
It was her.
Same thing with Joy. Joy was about to get married.
Yeah.
And the guy,
I just
found out she was cheating.
I just discovered that.
Yeah,
because I didn't like, bro. I knew about Joy Taylor, but once again, that's on Fox. Like I didn't really care. I didn't really care. Like I knew who Joy Taylor was. She looks great, but it's
she
like,
does. And Joy Taylor is the younger sister of Hall of Fame defensive end Jason Taylor. So, just for those who don't know.
Whereas Molly quit. I mean, she was rocking with Jalen Rose, and Jalen Rose was starting to like. He had a time period where he was that guy all over ESPN, along with like Stephen A. Smith. He was that guy. He was on First Take, and then he was on NBA Today, and he was on Sports Center. Jalen Rose.
Oh yeah.
And then, like when that news came out, you started to see him fizzle away, but she was still there. But then it started, but then it came out that she's the reason why. So, like, I forgot, like man, hold on, bro.
I know
that's somebody who I thought
her
would be
Stephen A. for a minute.
Oh, bro, that's forever going to be a thing because he kept her. Like,
well, let me
got
tell
rid
you
of
this.
Jalen.
I'll tell you this too. Back to Joy. Now it makes me look at some of the stories that I heard her tell before. Like she loves to tell this story about how Jason, her big brother, like we just said, the Hall of Fame defensive end for the Miami Dolphins. How her big brother, one of the guys in the locker room, I think when she was in college, one of the guys in the locker room was trying to talk to her. And he said, like, what's up with your sister or something like that? And he was like, man, no, my sister off limits. I forgot what happened, but the guy had said something like he tried to DM her. Mm-hmm. He tried to message her. Joy showed her brother the message, and then the brother went and they said it was a big fight in the locker room, in the Miami Dolphins locker room, because he tried to talk to her sister. But now it makes me wonder, like, did that really what happened? You know,
right.
I hate to do that. I when these stories come up with different women, with the women and sexual assault or been touched or rape or whatever the case be, you know, especially when it's up against celebrities, it's always hard for me to just be like, oh, we should throw them out, because you never know. You know what I mean? Like you just never know what's true, what's not, you know. But Joy Taylor is the reason why. The fact that she went out there and said that if this didn't work out, that was her plan. She just set women back 50 years. Because if this comes out that really happened, no one's going to believe another story for the next couple of years. Diddy might just go home. I'm not even playing. Diddy, if this goes where it could go, Diddy might go home.
Man. Man. Diddy
could go home, bro, because of what Joy Taylor is about, as alleged done. And man, look, it's crazy. I love Fox Sports. I watch all their shows and stuff. Yeah, I hate that this is happening, but
Charm, they might as well make what?
that Charm, I'm not gonna lie to you. If I take the 3 worst jokes I've ever heard,
They might as well make what?
if you take the 3 worst jokes I've ever heard and all the ones I'm gonna hear, that's probably the worst one. Diddy was on men. Man, Diddy was sex trafficking women too, though. Diddy is going to court for sex trafficking. So he gonna get off. Joy Taylor's case is gonna get Diddy off. And them two gonna live happily ever after.
No pun intended. That's crazy.
But
wow.
Yeah, I hope we'll continue to monitor y'all as this goes on. This is a big case that's going on right now. And like I said, it's all fresh. But I just want to know what that conversation with Skip had with Ernestine. I want to know what that was like. The executive, nobody knows him, so it's that thing. But what about? I will touch on this last thing. What about her sleeping with Emmanuel to get the promotion on the show?
I mean, shit, she's sleeping with the executive producers or whatever he is.
Emmanuel's little time compared. She actually probably liked Emmanuel, huh?
She probably did. Probably. I mean, I've seen video because I went and saw that video, what everybody was talking about. He's done plenty of videos of like supporting her. They probably actually had something going on. They probably still do. Like, I mean, let Joy tell it. You'll never know who she talking to.
She was talking to some. I remember when she was on there with Skip and Shannon. She was talking to like I don't know if he was a basketball player, but he was like a tall. Well, I mean, she's short, so I don't know. Everybody probably that nigga probably 5'4", but she's small. Joy looks, she's just so small, but she was talking to that dude I know for a minute. So, but she was real like public. But then that's why people are calling her a hypocrite, because now you're going on all these podcasts and you talking about what a dude got to do to get you and blah 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 blah. Man, Joy Taylor is like a lot of pretty girls that I've known in my past. They get on there, they be talking like nobody can touch them. Like nobody can touch them. You go and tell 3 jokes and you touching all up on them.
I was a peon, so I couldn't relate. But
I mean, I was too, but I was kind of funny, so it helped.
Yeah, I wasn't. I just hooped. I wasn't funny. I just stayed to myself. I just hooped. But
I was kind of funny. So,
but Joy Taylor, like that's another thing why I was surprised, because like I like you said, I can't relate to about knowing that, but that's what made me so surprised, because of how she carried herself. She like So what she said about how she was out in public with that one dude, and that shit went bad, and she came out and it's like, what's it called, Pivot with Ryan Clark and them. Mm-hmm. She was on there. Her and Taylor Rooks was on there, if I'm not mistaken. That's what she said. She was like, you'll never know who I'm with, or who I'm dating, who I'm talking to. You'll never know, because of that said relationship that she was public in and how it went. And she was very adamant on it from then on. Like in every single podcast, when she talked, or her podcast with her and Taylor Rooks, she's been very adamant about that. So if this is all true, if this is all allegedly true, like, you are correct. Like, that is a huge setback, because what? It stated that you said that you was basically going to do whatever you needed to do to get to the top. And when you get to where you wanted, the next time he tried to make a move, you was going to say, that's crazy work.
We all know somebody that's on Facebook right now. I'm sure everybody.
And my Facebook probably have it again.
We all know somebody that's on Facebook right now. It could be anybody. I don't know. It could be old class. It don't matter. Somebody you talk to, somebody you didn't talk to, somebody you just was friends with. We all know. We all have one or a few people that's on our Facebook that just talk like they're untouchable.
For sure.
You know what I mean? That they just talk
Yeah,
like they're untouchable,
for sure.
like they're just God's gift to
Mhm.
men.
They better
Like
than everybody.
the nigga that get me gonna have to come correct because this coaching costs, and you ain't gonna be able to just do what you want to do and have
And
this.
whoever take me out, you gonna have to wine and
You're
dine
gonna
me.
have to
I'm not
do
no
this.
Cheesecake Factory, bitch. You
No,
can't
Eddie
just take.
V's.
You got to make sure that we had a 1942 at the table,
No,
multiple
nobody
bottles.
drinking no Grand
Gran
Coramino.
It
You know,
ain't gonna
Don
be.
Julio, make him
But
act a Julio.
yo, you know what's crazy is that they say they want the 1942, but then they say they want Casamigos as well. Like, bitch, that's two totally different ends of the spectrum.
But the thing is, you know somebody like that. When I
Yeah.
said that, somebody popped up
Somebody
in your mind.
like as
Somebody
soon as you said, you are correct, bro. Like now I'm mad. As soon as you said that, bitch, shut up.
That's
Because
George Taylor.
you gonna take whatever they give you. You gonna take whatever they give you. If they gonna take you to Cheesecake Factory, bitch, you ain't ate in a week. You gonna take that. Fuck wrong with you? My bad, y'all. I got out of character. That shit really had me.
That's
mad,
what I'm
bro.
saying.
But you are correct.
That's
bro.
what
You
I'm
are
saying,
right.
bro.
You are right.
Listen, it's not that it's not
it's
that
not
it's
a pro- it's
well,
not
yes,
a
it is.
problem.
The problem is the hypocrisy. That's
the problem.
problem.
Yeah, that's the problem because they'll go and find somebody that is completely lower than those standards. Like, if you hold yourself that high to a standard, why are you stooping so low?
If that's your standard, like so, the
keep it there.
Then you
keep it there.
Yeah, but don't tell me this.
and you drive like you tell me this, right? I can provide this. And you say, you ain't worried about time. But then you go to somebody who can provide. You can't like down here.
Exactly.
Make it make sense.
I said that's what I think about when I think about this Joy Taylor situation.
You know what?
Because she goes on these podcasts and she's allegedly. I said it a while. She goes on these podcasts and she just talks about how whatever the case could be, but that's not what's happening behind the scenes. You talk about you working hard. I mean, yeah, you probably worked hard, but not on sports.
You worked on something hard, all right.
Let's see. Yeah, so, speaking of hard, I want to be sponsored by Blue Chew so bad.
Wait, what?
I'm going to work to get us a Blue Chew sponsorship because I feel like I can cut some funny promos.
No,
I want to cut some funny promos.
No, that's fine. We can absolutely do that. I'm with that 100%, but not. You got to be, bro. We trying to get with Uncle Shay Shay.
So we need them sparks.
We need them sparks.
We need
that roll call. We need them sparks.
The 15 minutes is crazy though. I ain't gonna lie. 15 minutes stay hard for 36 hours is crazy. That don't even sound like that number balances.
Hey man, I gotta be able to drink some water and it fizzle out a little bit.
Nah, 15 minutes and stay hard for 36 hours is crazy.
Insane, bro. Uncle Shay Shay, crazy. But look, we trying to get with Uncle Shay Shay under his proprietorship. However you say that word. I'll be hearing him say that on his before he introduced somebody. The sole proprietor of Club Shay Shay. That's what it is. We trying to get up under that umbrella, man. So it gotta be them sparks.
Whoever it is, I cut some promos. Cause Kay said, "Cause I'm gonna buy myself some 1942. You better too with your bro." Okay. Oh, whoa,
damn,
God, dang. She had a bottle for decoration. Talking about it cost $9. I was waiting on a special occasion. You know, I had a
better too with your broke ass.
I had a coworker that bought me 1942. Bought me a Don Julio 1942 when we all work with my mom and everything, and I saved that bottle for 2 years. I saved that bottle all the way until me and Chaz got in his house. And that was the first time I had popped it open. So
there you go.
It was a dope. I want me another one.
What was it again?
The Don Julio. The 1942.
We ain't had nothing that nice, but we got a bottle of champagne from like we got married that we still ain't popped open.
Oh damn! Sorry to hear that, dog.
It's just been sitting there. We supposed to pop that bottle open when we moved here. It just stayed in the refrigerator.
Yeah, I know when we got to the house, I was like, "This is good." I was always waiting on something to open it up for, and I was like, when we moved in, I was like, "Shoot, I think this is cause for celebration."
Celebration
so
for
I
sure.
Popped open the Don Julio 1942, and we was able to drink it. So
yeah, act the fool.
Acafulio, Don Julio, make you Acafulio. But yes, we'll go ahead and move on, y'all. Make sure y'all, if y'all here, make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate everybody for tuning. That was a fun conversation. Like I said, that's not done, y'all. That's not done. That's on that Diddy Tyler. We're gonna be talking about this for a little while. So we'll make sure if y'all want some updates for the Skip Bayless, Joy Taylor lawsuit. Make sure y'all just tune in every Tuesday night with us. If you're watching on TikTok. I keep saying TikTok. If you're watching on Twitter or watching on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, wherever you're watching, YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, man. We're already at 1,000. This right here is our link tree. So if you click that, it'll take you to everything. Our Flights Gaming channel, my gaming channel, our TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, everything that's don't cancel me. Everything that's don't cancel me. Go here, scan it. And come and be a part of the family as we go live every Tuesday night. We got some big stuff coming up in the first quarter of the year to get more content out there. So we'll just be staying tuned for that. What we got?
That's very true. We were supposed to drink it on our wedding anniversary, but that's when I was in the hospital.
Okay.
That's true.
But your body had different plans.
That whole week is still a blur. This whole week is still a blur. But yeah, that shit did have different plans. You're right. Good call on that, boo.
Speaking of almost dying, let me ask you this. Me and my mother-in-law had a conversation about this, and I didn't know if I was gonna bring. I want to make this quick because we got two more things to get after real quick.
Yeah.
Even though our last two not that long of stories.
Right.
I had a revelation, and I was like, I'm gonna bring this up on the podcast. I was gonna shoot an individual video, but I said, you know what? No, we'll be back on Tuesday. I'm gonna talk about it then.
Okay.
This is my personal feelings. Don't cancel me for how I feel.
Okay.
I feel like they should put the reason that you died in the obituary. Okay, hear me out first.
Okay, yeah, you got to break that down.
Hear me out, and then I want you to, because me and my mother talked about this for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
For an hour. Thank you, Dave.
That was a great transition.
And it really wasn't on my agenda. But when we was about to go live,
that's top five.
She tried to talk to her mama, and she was like, "You gonna talk about?" I said, "Well, I'm gonna see. I don't want it to be a long show, so I'm gonna see." But anyways, make it quick. I believe that you should have the reason that they died in the obituary. Now, thank you. I'm glad somebody agrees with me. So the reason why I said that is because
my phone, the thirsty ass prayer request.
Oh, I'm gonna get to that, Raven. Man. I'm gonna get to that.
Oh,
but let me stay on one track mind here. Right. Because you in the obituary when I'm reading it.
Let me give you the floor real quick.
Thank you. When I'm reading the obituary, first of all, I have a weird fetish of reading obituaries. I like to see people's life story, but the life story never ends because you told me that he was born at Grady Hospital. You told me that he was born at 452 when he came into the world. I know how many brothers he got, how many sisters he got. I know the age he gave his life over to Christ. I know where he worked at. I know who he married. I know about that person's married family. I know when they died. I know all this stuff except how you died. I need the completion of the story. Sunrise, sunset. But you're not telling me the sunset. All you telling me is the day. Now, I'm not saying that you got to get on there and be graphic with it. So I'm not saying that, Winnie went down to Mexico and got her head chopped off by the cartel. And, and that's what we all hear. You can say that on vacation, Winnie met a tragic end. So I just feel like that should be, because now let's go back to what Raven said, because then you get on social media and then this is what makes me so mad. You get on social media and then you say some stuff like, Lord, y'all keep my family in y'all prayers. This is such a dark time for my family. Oh, how are we going to move past this? But what happened? We deserve to know what happened. If you want me to pray, if you're asking me to take time out of my prayer list to add your Uncle DJ on there, I need to know what happened. I like my prayers to be intentional.
Come on now.
God, thank you for that $13.43 that you gave me earlier today.
Come on now.
I like my prayers to be intentional.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Lord, for keeping my tires on 36, 33, 31, and 34. That's how I like to do my prayers. I like my prayers to be intentional. Lord, thank you for 76 degrees, but it feels like 63. I like my prayers to be intentional. Lord, thank you for keeping my cell phone battery at 14% throughout the night so that my alarm went off at 6:23 in the morning so that I can be at work for 8:15 a.m.
Come on now.
That's how I like my prayers to be. So don't sit here and just tell me to pray and I don't know what happened.
Right.
I deserve as a prayee to be able to know the complete story.
Uh-huh.
That's me.
Right.
That's how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Raven. Don't want to tell us what happened, but wants to donate to the GoFundMe or buy fish dinners. Exactly. And it's like it's just another thing too. I hate when people be like, "Hey, I'm selling something on Facebook," and then you be like, "How much?" DM me for what? Everybody wants to know. That don't make sense. DM you for what? I gotta go out of my way to buy something that you trying to sell?
Oh man. That is so true, bro.
That's how I feel about it. Don't cancel me for how I feel. But that is something that I want to get off my chest.
Oh, brother.
On this day, January 7th, a week before my birthday, I want to get that off my chest.
Wow. That was great. That was great.
Come back, Flight.
Oh man. That was great. Ooh. I mean, I don't see how you can go against that. I mean,
thank you. That's why I was trying to tell my mother-in-law. Now, my mother-in-law, for those who don't know, this is my mother-in-law. So y'all go to her messages and tell her she crazy. Just tell her she crazy. This is what she kept calling me. If you know, then you know why they died. You just nosy. I don't care. Don't include me if I can't know. Don't ask for my prayer. Don't put it on Facebook if you're not going to tell me why they died. Am I wrong? I'm reading obituaries. It's like Willie loved to work out. Willie ate vegetables. Willie didn't really believe in taking medicine, but the natural herbs cured everything. I'm reading obituary like, well, dang, what happened to Willie then?
Did he get shot? You know what I'm saying? Because he sounds like a healthy person.
So then she wants to give me all these kind of different scenarios. What if they died, but they had HIV? I was like, so this is what I said. This is what I said. I said, niggas is slow. So I wouldn't write HIV in the obituary. I would put the human efficiency virus because niggas not gonna identify. It's gonna take them niggas 15 years. Oh, he died from HIV. I get it now. Niggas don't identify what HIV stands for. Like I wouldn't write AIDS. I would write autoimmune deficiency.
Slow,
I would write it
bro.
that way. Niggas not gonna identify with that. But if you put HIV, they're gonna like, oh yeah, he had that stuff.
Bro.
Yeah, he had this stuff. I mean, that's just how I look at it. I don't know if that's just me. I want to know, chat, what y'all think, because in Flight, I want to know what you think. Is it just me? Am I nosy? Talk to me, and we can go on to the next story.
I don't know, because I never
thought about it.
Bro, I never ever thought about that, bro. I never ever thought about that. Never thought. I mean, because generally I know. Like I already know. So I never really thought about, why don't you tell me how they died in the obituary? I already know. Like I already know how. So I never thought about that. Yeah.
I guess I should switch it up. Maybe not the obituary, but when you make these Facebook posts, I think that's the confusion because I guess I'm really not talking about the obituary. Now that I think back, Mama, I
So
guess
what?
you were right. If
I,
I'm at the funeral, I kind of know probably most likely what happened. But when
right.
you go on Facebook and you're asking for my intentional prayers, but you're not telling me what happened,
What if they just asking for prayers?
that's not how I operate.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm not Jesus.
I mean, it
My
it could
prayers
just
are.
be like, Lord, pray for the family, and they're going through a tough time right now.
I don't want to.
Hey, I respect,
I mean,
respect. I respect it. I respect it. I don't
I
want
don't know
to.
what you want me to pray for. Y'all probably trying to pray for the bombing of civilians or something. I don't know what y'all trying to pray for. I don't. Y'all just don't just ask me to pray.
Oh my goodness.
But
Why
why?
is you asking for prayer?
Let me see. Let me see what my mama
True.
said.
True. They need to be. They
This
need
sounds
what
exactly like
is.
your co-host.
We need to
He said
know.
he
Not exactly like I thought it would.
Nosy Rail wants to know, so there you have it. Call me what you want.
I really don't, because that's not something that I ever that's never came across my mind. There's been a lot of thoughts that have come across my mind. That's not one of them. Like, so I'm taken aback. I don't even know how to respond. Like, if I'm at the funeral, I pretty much know how they passed. You know, if I see a Facebook post, I know that, they probably going through a tough time. So I hope that you get through this time. It's tough losing a loved one. But to take it as far as somebody that I went to high school with, I mean, I just, I don't know what happened. I just seen somebody I went to high school with. She passed. Like, I see like a month ago. And I'm like, damn, what happened? And I said, what happened? But then as far as like, I just left it at that. Like, it wasn't a thought. Like, just, well, I pray for a brother. I know a brother. That was his best friend. So, I hope he coping with this the best way that he can.
Cause niggas, they be on there, be like, it's a hard time for our family, so we would appreciate if you all would not jump in and ask any questions. Then you shouldn't have put it on Facebook. Let's see. Maybe
Lord,
we can
Chaz.
hold on. I'm gonna get the chat. I want to get the chat a little bit. Let me hit C-Sam real quick. Maybe we can create an awareness month for whatever it is. But if I don't know, I can't keep nobody aware. What you gonna do? What we gonna do?
Wait, what?
Shoot a nigga up awareness month?
I ain't gonna lie. That shit made my head hurt.
Example: my 500-pound diabetic auntie died eating a gallon of ice cream when her sugar spiked. Is that what you want to know? Yes. Yes. Because let me tell you why.
Okay.
See, Casey, we are on the same page here. But let me tell you why. Because somebody right now, I think I told my mother-in-law this. Your 500-pound diabetic auntie eating a gallon of ice cream. What if somebody was on their way to get some ice cream right now and then they found out that's how she died?
So you just gonna live your life in fear after that?
Or you could save somebody's life. Like,
just because they heard somebody died eating ice cream doesn't mean they're gonna stop they terrible eating.
You don't
habits.
know that. They could.
But they could not as well. There's the 50-50 chance.
But if you don't say nothing, it's 100% chance. If you say nothing at all, because they're going to get that ice cream.
They could be going to get the ice cream whether they heard it or not.
How they died, it's gonna be like, they might like, dang, do I want that ice cream?
That just sounds like somebody you just all of a sudden live in fear now.
No, it's all not living fear, it's living losing weight.
See, now we're getting into just a sticky situation.
Well, that's how my mother-in-law tried to throw me off by throwing me these impossible situations.
Yeah,
like what if this happened? What if this? Like, come on, now.
It's like when you get to that's when things get tricky. Is when you start getting into the what ifs. It could be a what if for everything, and then there's no point in having a conversation.
But Casey understands. Maybe the ice cream story is
I get
somebody
it. No,
signed to put it down.
I'm
That's
not
what
sitting here.
saying.
I'm not sitting here saying that I don't disagree. Like, I agree. You absolutely correct. That could be the sign for somebody. But thank you, Raven. This is good. I'm just nosy. Yeah, ain't no saving lives. I'm gonna get my ice cream and brownies too. Like, you just nosy. I get that too.
I mean, I guess so.
I get both sides. Me personally, I never once had a thought in my mind where it's like, you know what? Tell me how they died. I'm very low maintenance. I don't even know. I pray for you. I pray that the Lord is with y'all through this tough time. And I hope that y'all don't do anything crazy. That's it. I've never had the thought of like, I need to know. I need to know. I've never had.
You don't know what you're praying for.
I just, you know what? And I just operate off the assumption of somebody loved one died. They taking it tough. I operate off the assumption of how I would take it. Like when I lose somebody close to me, I operate off like, hey, you know, I just want help me understand in this time of not understanding or not being able to understand, and pray that I can get through this. Some people can't get past that. Like, once somebody is gone, it's tough. It's tough. And then next thing you know, they gone.
See, what you doing is you just throwing your prayers out there. And then it's going like how, okay, so do you know how a water filter works? It takes the water, it goes through a filter. And what does the filter do? It catches all the bad stuff.
Right.
That's what you think you're doing when you don't know what you're praying for. You just gonna throw the prayer out there, and then God gonna filter your prayer to take out all the bad stuff, and then give the good stuff to the people that need prayer.
He know my heart,
but I need to know my intentions.
Listen, when I pray, when I'm intentionally praying, that's over me. That's me.
That's just you. That's a little selfish.
That's my intention for me. For everything that's in my life. That includes my family, my friends, my finances, my business, my love life, my car.
The only one get intentional prayer.
If you in my life, that's intention. That's me. If I don't know anything of you like that, I'm not gonna say, hey, I ain't gonna pray for you because I don't know what you want me to pray for you about. I'm just gonna say, God bless them. Simple as that. That's it. I'm just saying that's how I look at it. That's how I operate. We all operate differently. It ain't nothing. I get it. You want everything to be intentional.
No, the way I operate is that the Bible said there's one or two is gathered, and Casey is with me. That's all that means. That's all that matters to me.
And there you go. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. Somebody understands.
That's all that matters.
Exactly where I'm coming from.
I don't see the problem. I don't see the problem. I'm just saying, from my point of view, I've never thought about that ever. Like, that's just.
But you're okay if it never changes.
What do you mean?
Like,
I'm low maintenance. There's a lot of things I don't care about, bro. Like, I'm low maintenance, bro. I'm very low maintenance. That's just me.
I think it's something that the people don't think that it's something that they need until it's there. They're like, I think funerals would go a lot different.
They would. People probably wouldn't show up, depending on what happened.
That's true. More people could show up depending on what happened.
Very true. Some people may lose weight depending on what happened. Some people may learn how to drive.
Depending on what happened. Some people might fold up the flag. Depending on what happened.
Some people might throw the gun away. Depending on what happened.
Somebody might go buy some condoms.
Depending on what happened. Somebody might put the needle away.
Depending on
what happened.
So if y'all understand where I'm going with this, y'all understand flight.
Just live a little and learn why people die.
yeah, bro. You ain't stuck up over there, bro.
I've learned why people died. Like,
yeah, bro. Get with it, bro. What are you doing?
So my last question.
Okay.
So with this being said from Casey, so you mean it's like you just asking any and everybody, huh? Like, that's y'all.
Don't put it on Facebook if I can't ask why.
Fair enough. Because you're making it public information. So therefore, I feel like I have the right to ask what happened, correct?
I have told you what. Yes, correct. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And yes, I have told you while I said it in the
I get
beginning of
that.
this host. I said it in the beginning of this soliloquy. I need to know because it completes the story.
I feel that. That you
It
saying
completes your
that made
story.
so much sense. You saying that made sense.
That's what I said in the beginning. You
Yeah.
tell me where you was born, how many brothers and sisters you got, who your parents are, all this crap, but you're not telling me how the story ended.
All right.
All you telling me that I'm
Because you
survived
invested.
by my two brothers, Devin and Darrell. That's all you
That's
telling
it.
me is who survived by.
So you was invested, is what you're telling me. Once you read that, once you opened that obituary up and you started reading
I'm looking at the
whole,
pictures.
the
I'm
pictures
looking
and
at
everything,
what
you
the
invested.
grandkids said, what the regular kids said, what the step kids said, what the ex-wife said. I'm like, oh man, this dude was phenomenal.
Right.
How'd he die?
It's true. I get it.
Now, I will put an age limit on this. I don't need to know how you died at 94.
You kind of get it.
It was
Time
your time
took its course.
Your time is good. But if you like 28 or something, I need to know.
Yeah, what happened? I feel it. I can understand it. I can understand it for sure.
That is my reason. So I
can definitely understand it, especially if you put it in Facebook.
Yeah, like I just want to know.
I feel it.
I just want to know. I don't know. It's the regular ones, the one that live at home with them. I just need to know how the story ends. I am a movie person, which means I live for storytelling, for good storytelling. And what is an obituary? It's the story of your life.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to give me all the details.
I wouldn't say Darrell selfish. He's just inquiring minds want to know. He's just curious.
I think she might be talking about when I said you were selfish. Because remember I said flight your parents.
Oh, yeah.
I think because I see she said he not selfish, Darrell. But we'll go ahead and move on. That was on my spirit.
That is a random topic, but also top 5 transitions. top 5 transitions,
dog. Let me see how
Let's get into this quick hitters, man.
How I can transition into this.
If you find a way to transition this after this pause,
let's see. I don't know. So Donald Trump is in office, y'all. Donald Trump, of course, he takes office on January 20th, which is Martin Luther King holiday as well. Donald Trump is already making news for just doing the different things. Him and Elon, there was a little stuff between that, but we're not here to talk about all that today. I just saw something that he talked about today that I felt like needed to be talked about. And I am a slight defender of Donald Trump. I have defended him on a couple things on this show. That's okay. That's just my perspective. Don't mean I'm a bad human being, but I am going to defend him 100% today. Mm-hmm. Donald Trump has come out today and said that he wants to rename the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of the things. It's like you didn't think about it. I didn't think about it. It's like how you just said about the obituary. Yeah. I didn't think about this until he said it. Why is it called Gulf of Mexico?
I don't know. Do you know?
I don't know. And, and I know, and I should have researched. I apologize. You're doing it. Okay. I'm doing it. Well, while you're doing that, I'll go ahead and give my little spiel. For me, I love America. I do. I am a proud American. I love my country, good and bad. I don't want to live nowhere else. I don't want to live nowhere else on this planet. So when it's all about America, I'm always in. It should definitely be called the Gulf of America. The only thing that's in the Gulf of Mexico that has anything to do with Mexico is Cancun. No, because which one's on the other side? It's Cozumel? No, Cozumel. Wait, no, Cozumel is by Cancun. What's the other one on the other side of the What am I thinking about?
It's I just Raven. Listen, I get that's very obvious. I just thought there was some other origins behind it. Like, I thought there was like a
We know
better
Mexico
history
is right
story.
there, but
Like,
why they
I
got
get that.
why they
Like, I
got
just never. I wanted
No,
to know
I'm not.
why they stumbled across the Gulf of Mexico, because it parted between Mexico and America or something. Like, I don't know.
But why is it the Gulf of Mexico and not the Gulf of America? Mexico can't afford to name it the Gulf. Listen, y'all, we know that it touches Mexico, but it also touches America. That's what we're saying. So why did they get first dibs on the name? That's what I'm saying.
First dibs on the name. It's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Why did they get first dibs? Well, I guess Mexico was here. Well, okay, now it kind of makes sense, because if you go back to the times where Mexico owned Texas and stuff. And that's where the Battle of the Alamo happened, and that's where Santa Anna and Sam Houston and all them duked it out in the Alamo, and that's when Texas became its own thing. And I think so. There was a long period of history where Mexico stretched all the way through Texas, and I think some parts of Louisiana. So at one point, Mexico did own like the entire coast. So that makes sense. And I didn't even research nothing, y'all. I just know my history.
Fun fact. It was called the Gulf of New Spain.
The Gulf of who?
New Spain.
Because we were owned by the Spaniards. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Never heard that.
Yeah, we were, well, me neither. But we were owned by the Spaniards. We had to fight for our independence.
I mean, I knew that.
Yeah.
I just never
that
knew
makes
it was
sense why it was
Gulf
called
of New Spain.
Oh, I thought we were owned by France. I thought it was France. Anyways, but I don't care. We're in 2025 now. It should be called the Gulf of America. I agree.
I think you just saying that just to spark some shit.
Bro, why would it? Bro, let me tell you something.
Why is it so important for it to be changed?
Because we need to put America first.
Okay. All right.
We need to, and part of that is changing it. Part of that is changing it to Gulf of America.
So you're doing a real good job.
Why would it be called Gulf of America?
This video about to get some views for sure.
Why would you not want it to be called Gulf of America?
I don't care. It's not something that I.
Well, I agree with that. I don't really care either.
I don't care.
I do care.
Like, it's so much stuff going on, and one of the things you say that you go do is I'm changing it to the Gulf of America.
Yeah, you doggone right. I am taking back. Well, it never was ours, I guess. We control the shipping that come through there. Mexico, I'm sorry, Mexico is a very poor country. I mean, yes, they have, and I thought Kate said they have more stuff than Cancun. Yeah, I know that. I know they have other stuff in Mexico, but Mexico is also run down. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it is what it is, but do it though. Do it touch mode in Mexico. Because it got that little hook.
Got that little hook.
It got that little hook, but it go through Texas, Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia. No, Georgia's not on the coast. Is Georgia on the coast? Is Georgia on the coast? Is part of Georgia on the coast?
The coast of.
I think part of Georgia's on the coast
of the Gulf.
Hey, I'm on my outro right now.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
When I went to Mexico, being in Mexico. Oh man, I love it.
Oh my gosh, bro. No, Georgia does not touch it. Doesn't touch the Gulf of Mexico.
Georgia does, okay. You want to steal it? We're not stealing their ocean. We're taking out. It ain't theirs. That's the part that y'all not forgetting. It ain't their ocean. Why it needs to be called the Gulf of Mexico, America?
The Gulf of Mexico, America.
Raven, we do have bigger fish to fry, but we're gonna fry this one right now. And the coastline mileage along from Mexico. Okay, all right. Thank you, Casey.
Oh my gosh, dog. It's something wrong. It's something wrong with real, dog.
Hey
Nigga
man,
said I'm
I'm
on my
listening,
show shit.
man. Now, thank you. I didn't know that the coastline from Mali is longer than Mexico.
Oh man, funny stuff, man.
I
Funny
bet once
stuff.
we change the Gulf of America, it's probably gonna become blue water again. All right. So last thing on the agenda. Thank God for opportunity. We wrote to our last story of the day. We are here. Thank everybody for coming here. We are at 49 viewers at the moment. Thank you everybody for joining in, being a part of the conversation. We're having a good time here as this is our first show of 2025. But we'll go into our last thing, man. WWE. Wrestling, man, wrestling. Not really a big wrestling conversation. More of a takeover conversation.
Mhm.
Just like Trump taking over the Gulf of Mexico, Netflix is just taking over the entire media platform. Netflix have now had the Jake Paul fight.
Mhm.
They've had the NFL games. They had the Beyonce concert, and now they have the what was it? What did they just do? I
Monday
forgot.
Night Raw.
The Monday Night Raw. The Monday Night Raw. I was reading the stuff too. Before I go there, it said Houston literally contributes the most pollution. Yeah, I know they do. Yeah, I know, yeah. It was a joke. The water over Galveston do be looking like coffee. Yeah, I know. No, I know it's not
Coffee
oil.
is crazy, dog.
Well, shoot, when I went to Cancun, the water wasn't blue. I was very upset at that, but no, I know what you mean, though. Yeah, WWE, man. WWE made a big impact on Netflix yesterday, man. I can you find the numbers and see if they have the ratings?
I'm looking at it. It landed top 10 as top 10 TV shows in the United States. I'm looking for how many people because they have a estimated fan base of 90 million.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for the ratings for how many people watch.
Well, let me know when you do, but I'll say that the WWE, man, I don't watch wrestling, guys, and this is not really, like I said, a wrestling conversation. It's more of a conversation of what Netflix is doing, and then we have another thing that it will be a little bit more about wrestling. But the WWE and Netflix coming up with this deal, it was an awesome show last night that they put on. That was at the Intuit Dome, which is the Clippers' new stadium. That's in Los Angeles, so they don't share a stadium with their big brothers anymore. The stadium looks awesome. The arena looks. They changed the way the arena looks. They changed what the referees is wearing. I saw something today that Raw might. No, I saw something today, but I think it was posted before the Monday Night Raw. Raw can be 3 hours. Raw can be 45 minutes. There's no time limit now that it's on Netflix, which is pretty dope. You don't have to be off TV at 9:00 because you got In the Heat of the Night coming on afterwards. So it gives them a lot of
I forgot
it
about that.
gives them a lot of freedom in what they're able to do. They got advertisements in the ring now. Just a lot of different things that Netflix has allowed them to do. Same thing with the Beyonce concert. You know, we were talking about how we went to the Beyonce concert. Me and Chaz was like, well, shoot, they got the whole Beyonce performance as its own thing on Netflix.
Is it out?
Yeah.
It's out
It's called
now?
the Beyonce Bowl.
I didn't know it was out. I just seen it was coming soon.
It's
I
just
didn't
her
know it dropped.
performance.
Oh, that's all it is? I thought it
It's
was
just-
stuff leading up to it.
The same performance I saw.
Oh.
I remember when I was watching the performance, I was watching it back. I was like, man, I don't remember none of that. Well, yeah, because I was sitting in 500s. But anyways, I was like, oh, when did she step up there? When did she come in? I didn't remember none of that. It was just a lot going on.
They said there's no numbers to report.
So they must be coming out tomorrow then. I think it takes about 2 days.
But they just said because all they keep showing is last week's ratings, which was 1.59 million viewers.
That's low.
So that was last week's broadcast. So
that was the last one that was on network television.
Mm-hmm.
That's low. But anyways, so shout out to Netflix for just being able to dominate the game like they are. It dropped 2 days after 13 minutes, and we were sitting in the 300. I know we were sitting in 300s. That wasn't a joke. Also, but one of the things, speaking of the performance, it was It was awesome because got to see The Rock. I was telling Chaz as we were watching last night. I said nothing makes me feel more like a kid than when I'm sitting there watching wrestling. I don't watch it all the time, people, but when I do watch it, and then you just hear the man, I lose my mind every time The Rock comes out.
Right.
He's 70 years old and still as big as this guy, Lee, man. This The Rock, what he's able to do. Speaking of The Rock, it was really interesting with him and Speedy and that whole fun thing. We could probably say that for another day. I don't know if you've seen that. When he was like, where Speedy asked him about fun, and he was like, he don't know if he has fun or something like that.
Speed and I seen that.
I thought that was very interesting. But it was a fun show, bro. Every time I get a chance to watch, I got the chance to go to WrestleMania back in 2013, and it was probably till this day still one of the best live events I've ever been to. And even when I went then, I hadn't watched wrestling in years. I told Chaz last night, there's nothing on this earth that's better than the WWE crowd.
Man,
I've been to some dope basketball games. I've been to some dope. Well, I haven't been to a college football game, but I've been to some dope stuff in my life.
Right.
And to see that WWE crowd is different. But speaking of the crowd, Hulk Hogan comes out yesterday, and Hulk Hogan gets booed. For those who don't know, Hulk Hogan is a wrestling icon. Everybody knows Hulk Hogan. He spoke at the Republican National Convention. He's been deemed as a racist a couple times. Just a very crappy person. He's been getting a really bad rap the last couple years. And the WWE Kingdom, they let him have it. I know, Flight, you didn't get a chance to see it, but I guess my question to you is, how do you feel just in general about when icons, you can use Diddy, Jay-Z, whoever the case, just icons, when they're not seen the same anymore? Like Hulk Hogan was wrestling royalty.
Right.
And now he's getting booed.
Right.
So what do you think about people that we deem up here, and they just, what if this happened to Michael Jordan?
It would suck. Just like it's something about the people that you looked up to, your role models, all of a sudden ain't really who you thought they were. Like stuff like that come out, it hurts because like imagine, God forbid, like this is the one that it would hurt if something came out about LeBron. That would hurt. That would hurt. Because think about like married, 3 kids, one in the league playing with his pops, one just committed to Arizona. The youngest one is going to be a superstar in her own right. Wife, she's a businesswoman in her own right. He opened up a school, lifetime Nike deal, got his own entertainment company, was an A&R on the album. Like, bro was doing all these side missions. Like, he is one of the most famous people on this earth and one of the most loved and hated. But he's up there. When it comes to role models, LeBron is up there. If something was to come out and they said that he did something, I don't know, Diddy worthy, that shit's done. Like, I will be hurt. It's something about looking at your role model, something that you aspire to be, and seeing that they did something that's so crazy, it just hurts. I think because you invested so much time in following them and after their career and everything that they do. It's just something about seeing your role models get knocked all the way down. It sucks to see. That's how I look at it.
I think, yeah, you're absolutely right. To be, we're relating it to LeBron. I was never really a big Hulk Hogan fan.
Yeah, me neither.
So to me, I guess the wrestling equivalent would be like The Rock or The Undertaker or Stone
Right.
Cold. One of them three. I guess I'll add Triple H to John Cena. So one of them 5.
Or just add those people in every single one. Like whoever you looked up to, like I don't feel like it matters.
True.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what profession they're in. If you looked up to them and you held them at a high regard and they have something that knocks them all the way down, that, you're racist, you're a pedophile, you sexually harassing people, or whatever the case may be, that knock you all the way down, that's going to hurt because that was your role model. That's somebody you looked after, no matter who it is. It could be it's some people out there who, you know, who mommy and daddy was they role models because they wanted to be where they at. Then they found out something that was a deep dark secret, and they can never forget them again. Like, it hurts. That's just what it is. Like, it's just sucked to see something like that. Now, once again, for us, we can't relate to Hulk Hogan because never really big fans of him. But like you said, let it be The Rock. Oh, that shit gonna hurt, bro. That would hurt if something came out about The Rock. And I hope that never happens.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, we all hope it doesn't happen, but shoot, you know, holding people to these high standards, you know, can be. They're human too. They make mistakes like we all done.
Very, very true.
They just have a different responsibility to uphold the their image in a sense. So yeah, I mean, it was a rough. Well, for that part, it was a rough night for the WWE. Well, I guess not a rough night for WWE. Rough night for him in the WWE. I can tell you, he won't be coming around much longer. But you know, The Rock made an appearance. John Cena made an appearance. The Undertaker made an appearance. It's not everybody making appearances, but Stone Cold. But I feel like everybody makes an appearance, but Stone Cold.
That'll break the internet.
Yeah, I just at this point we all need a Stone Cold sighting, so hopefully he'll pop up at WrestleMania. Shout out to Ross. If they do a WrestleMania event again this year, I'm definitely in that thing to support them. I know
I saw them posting and getting ready for the big night yesterday. So
yeah, it was a good night. It was a good night for, you know, Alex, I'm not into that industry as much, but I'm into the NFL, and the NFL was on Netflix. I just didn't watch it because I was there.
That you was there.
Yeah, so I didn't get to experience it on Netflix, but how cool is that I was a part of that. Now that Beyonce show, I can always say, you know, I was there.
Right.
Shout out to Raven. She got a picture with LaToya Luckett that was sitting right next to us.
Okay.
Well, not right next to us, but she was still sitting close to us. And Raven pointed her out, and she went and took a picture with her on the staircase.
Oh, that's lit.
So yeah, we was able to see, and then I think we've seen two of the dancers that were on the field were sitting up there with us. They had their white jumpsuits on, as well. So that was pretty cool. So, but yeah, you know, how Netflix is just going to continue to grow. You know, they learned from the Jake Paul fight. They had a lot of people trying to watch that at one time, but they had no issues since then. And I told Chaz, this is why you raise your prices. This is why, because okay, I can understand I'm paying more now. Why? I'm getting live fighting events. I'm getting live football. I'm getting concerts. I'm getting WWE like live events. So yeah, this is why you raise your prices, not just because you feel like inflation has something to do with it.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, so stuff like that.
This is why you raise your prices. But man, shout out to Netflix, man. Shout out to Netflix. Shout out to the WWE. Shout out to the NFL. All these things that's just going on. I know LeBron on Christmas Day, when everybody was tired from watching football, nobody watched the Golden State Warriors and Lakers game. I heard that he said, "I love the NFL, but this is our day." I'm thinking, not no more, Bron. Not no more.
It's tough, man.
Can I ask you a quick question? Mm-hmm. Do we have 10 minutes?
Yeah, we got it.
10 minutes. Okay, it's 9:20, right?
Mm-hmm.
9:20. Really quick. Sports conversation, really quick. What's going on? Why do you think the NBA is losing the ratings that it is? I want to hear what you have to say, but then I have a reason why I think. So my question to you is, I want to make sure I make this clear, so when the thing is edited videos, what is the reason the NBA is losing ratings?
Because of the way the game is played now. Because of the way the game is played.
So you think it's multiple reasons?
Yeah, the way the game is played, superstars resting. It's just not as exciting. Like, people thought they wanted to see. People say that the 90s basketball was boring because it was, you know, there were scores where the final score was 82-79. You know, like, that's not exciting. And I get that, right? But now when you fast forward 25, 30 years and you find out that all the NBA offense is Okay, come and set this screen. I'm gonna come off and I'm gonna shoot a three. And you got teams on both ends shooting 50 plus threes. There's 100 and some odd three. There's a record set for most threes shot in the game this year. It just gets to the point to where, oh, okay, just come down, shoot. It gets to a feel of a pickup game, and also it gives that feel that professional players, they don't really care until the playoffs happen. So I think it's a multitude of reasons, but I think that is the way the game is played now isn't really as exciting. It's the reason why the All-Star game isn't popping anymore. Nobody cares. Everybody just out there just going through the motions so you can shoot the furthest. Like, it's not a lot of people trying to dunk anymore, show out, because I think it's just I think it could be the amount of games within the season. I know there's been talks about them wanting to take it from 82 to possibly like 70 or 65, because the wear and tear, and you got the back-to-backs and the travel dates, and which I get, but it's so many reasons why the viewership is down. But I think the biggest thing is that the game changed and star players sit out. That's the biggest thing. You don't though. One thing I respect Jason Tatum, I seen him have an interview and he said, I always want to play on the road because there's probably a kid out there who just got tickets for their birthday or for Christmas, and I only get to play out there once. I gotta play. That's the same mentality that Kobe had, same mentality that Jordan had. That's something that I always respected. No matter if you hurt, that's your job, and you owe it to your fans. You only play in LA once. Why are you sitting out, bro? Play that game. Sit out at the home games. Like, you shouldn't sit out at all.
Yeah,
you shouldn't sit out at all. But like, unless you have to. But if you're going to sit out, if you choose to sit out, if they want you to sit out, home games, bro. Don't do it on the road games where you only go once or twice, and your fans, they look up to you. They want to see you play, and you sitting out because my ankle is twisted. I can't go. And your team is, I mean, obviously Jason Tatum, like, they defending champions, but like, there's some people out there that won't play and their team is 10th in the East in the middle of the season. Like, bro, like, come on, bro. It's the middle of the season, dog. Like, just play. But yeah, man, it's a multitude of reasons, bro. I think they got to figure out something quick. Because it's going down.
I believe as someone who loves the NBA too. Of course, I'm a football guy. And I'm going to do a video about the college football playoffs. I think that was something that they did wrong with that, which has been fun. But I that's a video I am working on for sure because I already have that one cooking up. I've been writing my notes down for that one, so I get that out this week. But I'm a football guy first and foremost, but I love basketball too. There's nothing to me. I feel like there's almost nothing better than a big time basketball game. 13 seconds on the clock, down by 1. You got the ball. It's mano y mano. What's going to happen? I'm going to shoot this shot over your head so I can win this game. Michael Jordan over Craig Elo. That's the kind of stuff you live for in the NBA. I part of this is someone I said, and part of this is something I heard too. But the part that I heard was I think it was Nick Wright, and Nick Wright was saying how when you think of the NBA, you used to think of men flying.
Men flying?
Michael Jordan, Dr. J.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that was the NBA. Even Magic would fly with the layups. He had to pass Kareem with the skyhook.
Mm-hmm.
That was what you thought with the NBA. You know what I mean? And there was more dunk. Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady, Kobe Bryant. Men flying through the air. Like, what is the logo?
Jerry West.
Jerry West. Well, no, not Jerry. I'm sorry, not that logo. I'm sorry. The Jordan logo. It's flying. Yeah. Flying. Which is part of what makes this shoe so iconic. You used to believe if I put these shoes on,
I could be like
I can do what he does.
Mm-hmm.
The NBA has taken normally I watch NBA around. I cannot tell you, I have not sat down and just watched the NBA game. Part of it is what you're saying, the way that the game is played. It's like y'all shooting these threes. It's like if the NFL, if all they did was just run the ball all day.
Yeah.
I want to see that all game. I want to see that. I do think the sense of urgency. I think the biggest reason for the NBA is the sense of urgency. There is no sense of urgency. That's what makes the NFL so superior.
Let's speak.
Every week,
Elaborate a little bit on that.
during the regular season, there is no urgency. In the NFL, you have urgency week to week.
Gotcha.
Where
Okay. Where it
you have
matters. It
where
matters.
it
Every game
matters.
matters. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm not saying that every like, okay, you lose in week 3, your season is over. Not like how it was in college football, where
Right.
you had one loss, you're not going to the BCS
Which
national championship game.
which makes college football very exciting.
Right, in a
Right.
sense, yes.
Mm.
But the NFL just has it perfect. Their playoff schedule, their way that the amount of games they have, everything is just it's week to week, and it's one game. You know, the NBA, you're playing 82 games, kind of the same problem I'm having, I think, with baseball. We live in a society now where people's attention is not going to be able to keep up for 82 games. Like somebody said they had season tickets to the Rockets. I said, oh, that's cool. They're like, yeah, I got 40 home games. 40?
Yeah. 41 of them things,
you're going to be
man.
selling most of those tickets.
41 of them things, because it's like, yeah, first, and you guarantee you didn't.
Oh, it's 41?
It's 41 home,
Oh.
41 away. But
okay, that makes sense.
But you wouldn't you don't expect the Rockets to be where they at right now. They sit number 2 in the West. So it's like, but at first when you get them season tickets, they cheap because nobody expected them to get there. And more than likely, like, okay, you only gonna see them when LeBron come to town, maybe when Jason Tatum come to town, Anthony Edwards, like, yeah, but yeah.
But the amount of games that you have to bear witness to is incredible.
Yeah.
Where my season, I only got 8 games one year, 9 the other year. Like it's just easier to keep up with the sport of football.
It is.
But the NBA, you know, now when you get the playoff time, well, you're right about low management. That's another thing. Is like come on, guys, like y'all get paid $200 million, man. Like, y'all, you have to play, man. Like, you have to. Like, I'm sorry, you just have to play. I don't even have nothing to say with it. You just have to play that game. I know the kids and all that, but you just have to play because it's your job.
That's your job.
To sit. Now, if you're older, LeBron, KD, Steph. You know, if you're older,
I get it.
Yeah, I get it. You know, it's hard to go all 82 games. But if you're under the age of 33, Joel Embiid, like, didn't he come out and say that he's not playing back-to-backs? For what? How you just gonna tell us that from the beginning of the season?
That's wild. I still think that's one of the most, like, not one of the most wild things, but because Joel Embiid he says some wild things, but that's just like that. The impression that gives just everybody, unless that was a team decision, which
it's still trash.
It's still trash. But if it's a team decision, that makes it a little better because now it's like, oh, okay, the team agrees and everybody's on board with that. But he just came out and said that, John. I don't even think that was a team decision. That was his decision. And now that makes it like that makes you look bad. But then you letting the team down. Like, come on, bro. And your fans down too. Like, it's just a terrible look.
It's like the wrong stars. Like, Embiid don't want to play back. When you think about the James Harden era, James Harden was all, I don't really care for James Harden, but he was awesome. Step back 3. But what was James Harden really doing? Going to the foul line and just like you're just taking a lot of free. Like, it's just like, come on, man. And the NBA is not. The NBA is more reactive than proactive. Like, the NBA want to see how stuff goes, then they're going to try to, but the NBA don't even try to fix it. That's the one thing I can give the NFL credit for. All right, we have Dez Bryant. Did he catch it? Did he not? We don't know. All right, so we're going to put in replays for pass interference calls or catches. All right, so these are the rules. They're constantly changing things every year to try to make the game.
I agree.
As best as they could. With Adam Silver, who I must agree with Rob Parker on Fox Sports, might be going down as the worst commissioner of all time in sports, because the way that the game has taken a decline. So people are saying that the 90s are boring now, but they weren't saying that in the 90s.
Nah, at all.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a time. That's what I was gonna say when you had said
that. It's a thing of errors too. Like, obviously, as time goes on, the game is going to evolve, and I get that 100%. But now, Steph Curry single-handedly changed the way the game of basketball has been played.
And analytics.
Thank you. Steph Curry.
They go hand in hand. Yeah.
And Daryl, I say Daryl Morey because he was one of the founding fathers of the analytical thing, who is now the
Because that
GM.
was the Rockets GM, right?
Yeah, he's now the GM in Philly, but
Yeah.
he wanted to do the analytics thing, which is why we started to see the James Harden step backs. This is why then D'Antoni comes in, and D'Antoni is saying like, if it ain't like you don't shoot a two unless it's at the rim. if it's not at the rim, you better be behind the line. Like analytics says this, and like I'm all for analytics, but analytics can only do so much when you actually playing the game and you actually out there seeing what's happening. You see where you, because it's all about getting the best look, the best opportunity. So Steph Curry and analytics, absolutely. Steph Curry can't do that. Like he can't help that he's the greatest shooter in the world. It's not his fault. He like as much he may admit it, he may not, and it's not his fault, but he did change the game. And it's analytics' fault because everybody want to go to analytics and say, oh, this is that. And yeah, you got your spots, but for you to stay there and settle, because now it gets to the point to where, okay, because analytics says this, now we're settling. And on top of that, now you got in players' heads that only play a certain amount. Well, I got to stay in this corner. I got to stay in this corner because this is the only way I'm going to play. And if I knock this shot down, that means I'm going to get more playing time. The more playing time I get, the more opportunities I get to knock it down. The more threes I knock down, the incentives I hit, the more I increase our team's productivity in my part. Now my contract going to come and I'm going to be a heavy hitter when it's time for me to go. Like, it's too much stuff instead of just watching the best in the world just hoop. Just hoop. And that's what makes the game hard to watch now. I like watching Oklahoma City. And I like watching the Rockets. It's kind of tough because we do a lot of stupid stuff, especially like Jalen Green gets to settling and everything. It gets tough. But I really like watching Oklahoma City because they are arguably the most balanced team in the NBA. And they don't do a lot of settling for threes. All of their threes, I believe like 75 to 80% of the threes that they take are great looks. Great looks. Whereas you look at the rest of the league, ISO, dribble, tween, back up, step back, double step back, pull up. Or I come down the court, 20 seconds on the shot clock, three. Like, okay, bro. Like, come on, man. Y'all didn't even give yourself a chance to score. So I think that's where it's going. And I don't even want to mention the All-Star game and what they're gonna do. They doing a whole new format. So if that works, cool. But I don't see it working because if what they did the past couple years isn't working, then I don't see anything at All-Star game working.
No, that I'm with you on that. I think it's going to be very interesting to see what the NBA decides to do to save the brand. But they lost Christmas Day.
Yeah, Christmas Day is that's just tough to do, man. That's just tough. The NFL is just bullies. That's it. Because I will say, it's crazy to say because the NBA had their highest ratings on Christmas Day in some years.
Oh, this past Christmas?
Yeah,
because we helped them.
Yeah, because I mean, you got you had Pittsburgh and.
Well, we helped them because we only had 2 points.
2 games.
Had our game
if it was games good, but like the last one sucks because it fell on a Sunday. Like you can't. That's just the calendar year. You know what I'm saying? But this was a bully, and on top of the games they were kind of trash, but this was a bully move. You don't play on Wednesdays,
right?
That was just a bully move. That was just you flexing like, yeah, we run this. That was a bully move. Last year, I just think NBA got the short end of the stick because Christmas so happened to fall on a Sunday. That's it. So
yeah, but they weren't supposed to be trash. Like they
weren't. They weren't supposed to be trash
on there because they were, Texans were who they were. It was a divisional matchup.
Yeah,
it just turned out to be that way. And the Steelers, actually, the way that the season was going all year, it seemed like they was going to be
really good.
Yeah, so it just wasn't really supposed to be trash.
Yeah.
But it just turned out that way.
It just happened to be that way. But
yeah. Hold on. I'm trying to see. Let me see something. Oh, I knew it was gonna do that. Sorry. All right. So, what I just wanted to get your take on that because I know that's something we can address too at a later time. I feel like that conversation is not over yet, but it was just something I've been thinking about. It's been a topic of conversation too in social media, so I wanted to chat about that a little bit too. So, um, all in all, man, what an awesome show that we got today, man. Thank everybody for coming out and being with us today. We appreciate y'all for spending your Tuesday nights with us. We love to talk. We ain't been together in a couple of weeks, man, so we had to get a lot of stuff off our chest. So I hope y'all really enjoyed the show. Hope you got some good laughs, good conversations, and I hope you remember that this is a safe space. So don't cancel any of us for what we had to say today. A couple things coming on. Like I said, we got some new stuff coming on to the channel. Things will be coming out soon. Trying to get a little shop going. So if you want to buy some merch, that's one thing I'm working on too that I don't mind giving out right now. Just trying to get a shop going so we can, if you want to get some Don't Cancel Me stuff, not just hats and shirts, but cups and the things of that nature as well. So we're working on that. Also be working on some other content stuff coming to the channel. Make sure y'all go and follow Flight at twitch.tv/VinoFlight. You can also get to it by clicking this hitting this QR code right here, which will take you to the link tree, which has all of our social media plus our individual Twitch page. That's the only thing we have that's individual. Well, we have a lot of different stuff, but if I need to get your other stuff too, if I miss anything on here, so check it out and let me know so I can add it on there. But just we really appreciate y'all for going. I do have an exit video. I forgot I did make one. So, but I want you to go ahead. Flight, you have anything?
Nah, man. Nah, we just appreciate y'all rocking out with us. For those that are on Twitter, if y'all don't mind, come on over to YouTube, man. Come on over there and watch us on YouTube. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, man. Ring the bell to be notified whenever we go live, drop a video, whatever the case may be, man. So,
all right. With that being said, y'all, it's gonna get a little clunky here. I'm sorry, I forgot I had this. I would have had it set up a little bit more professionally, but I still got it, and I want to get this going. So, with that being said, I hope y'all have a great night. I hope y'all enjoy y'all Tuesday night. We'll be back here next Tuesday for episode 106.
mm-hmm.
All right, and we'll see y'all next time. Remember, don't cancel us. We'll see y'all later. Peace.
Peace.
Oh, we still showing down there? Okay, cool. Oh, so we're still here. Okay, cool. Let me see. We'll go here. And then we're gonna go here, and then we're gonna go. Check this out, y'all. Y'all gonna love this. Y'all are gonna love this. I just saw this. I said, "There's no way we can end it any differently." All right, I think it's gonna play. So we'll see y'all later.